Don Simpson, cartoonist. Donald Edward Simpson, born 1961, is an American comic book cartoonist and freelance illustrator, most noted as the creator of the series Megaton Man, Border Worlds, and Bizarre Heroes, as well as the official comic book adaptation of King Kong. He also freelanced for nearly every major comic book publisher. His most widely seen work are the illustrations he created for Al Franken's 2003 bestseller, Lies and the Lying Liars Who Tell Them, a fair and balanced look at the right. Early life. Drawing since the age of 5, Simpson was encouraged by artists James Malone and Keith Pollard, among others. Simpson debuted as a comic book artist in 1984 with his creation Megaton Man, a kitchen sink press title that sometimes satirized superheroes' cliches. In April 2013, Simpson received his Ph.D. in History of Art and Architecture from the University of Pittsburgh. Career. Megaton Man. Simpson wrote and drew the 10-issue kitchen sink press comic book series Megaton Man Nov. 1984 June 1986, and its 3-issue miniseries sequel, The Return of Megaton Man 1988. Thereafter, subsequent installments of the previously color Megaton Man series appeared as black and white kitchen sink one-shots, including Megaton Man Meets the Uncategorizable X Plus Thems, #1 April 1989, Yarn Man #1 Oct. 1989, and Terranomen #1 Aug. 1990. In summer 19. Megaton Man also makes a cameo appearance in Red Anvil Comics, War of the Independents #1 2013 and #4 2014. Other work. Simpson wrote and drew the science fiction backup feature Border Worlds, about a woman and a colonial rebellion, set on a space station beginning in Megaton Man #6. The feature spun off into a 7-issue, Mature Readers Black and White Comics July 1986 Aug. 1987, followed by Border Worlds, Marooned #1 April 1990, the only issue of an intended 4-issue miniseries. In 1986, Simpson collaborated with Alan Moore on the comics short in Pictopia, In Anything Goes, an anthology published by Fantagraphics Books to raise money in the lawsuit brought by Michael Fleischer. Simpson went on to do freelance art for such comics as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teen Techno Turtle Trio +1, Shell Shock, and Tales of Alternate Turtles, On the Moon Turtle Soup Bowl. 2 Mirage Studios, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In his aforementioned works for Mirage, he introduced the superhero character Terranomen, intended to launch a new comic title, of which only one issue actually went into print. Fiasco Comics, Inc. continued as the business name for Simpson's commercial illustration business, which suspended operations in the late 1990s. Clients included Progressive Insurance, Kennywood Park, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and the Pittsburgh Pirates, for the latter of which Simpson created the Parrots Kids Club logo. Anton Drek. Between 1990 and 1992, Simpson created 6 erotic underground comics under the pseudonym Anton Drek, including Wendy Whitebread, Undercover Slut, and Forbidden Frankenstein. Portions of Wendy and other strips appeared in the first 4 issues of the Spanish erotic comics anthology magazine Kiss Comics in 1991, and an Italian edition of Wendy Whitebread #1 appeared in 2005 from Blue Press. Finished translations of Wendy Whitebread, Undercover Slut, and Forbidden Frankenstein appeared as Paula Patonki, Pilokatenor 2, and Frankenstein in Perhicaludit respectively, issued by the Helsinki publisher Sotum in 1995. Partial bibliography. 2005, illustrator, letterer, and colorist, Batman Upgrade 5.0, written by Dean Haglund and Peter Murrieta. In Bizarro World, New York, NY, DC Comics, Inc. 2005, cartoonist under the pseudonym Anton Drek, Book, El Integral, d'Anton Drek, trans. Bernard Joubert, Paris, France, Dynamite. 2004 cartoonist, writer, artist. Don Simpson's Megaton Man. Introduction by Al Franken, New York, NY. iBooks/Simon & Schuster. 2003 illustrator and letterer, Operation Chicken Hawk, Episode 1, and the Gospel of Supply-Side Jesus, written by Al Franken, from Al Franken, Lies and the Lying Liars Who Tell Them, a fair and balanced look at the right, New York, NY. Dutton. 2003 illustrator and letterer in Pictopia, written by Alan Moore, with art contributions by Peter Poplaski and Mike Pazale. 1986. In George Cowery, The Extraordinary Works of Alan Moore, Raleigh in C2 Morrow's Publishing. 2000 cartoonist, writer, artist, teaching cartooning, The Delusive Art in Streetwise, autobiographical stories by professionals, foreword by Will Eisner, Raleigh in C2 Morrow's Publishing. 1995 cartoonist, writer, artist, Bizarre Heroes, The Apocalypse Affiliation, Pittsburgh, PA, Fiasco Comics, Inc. 1994 cartoonist, writer, artist, under the pseudonym Anton Drek, Anton's Collected Drek featuring Wendy Whitebread, second expanded edition, Seattle, WA, Eros Comics/Fantagraphics Books. 1990 cartoonist, writer, artist, Megaton Man, Volume I, Princeton, WI, Kitchen Sink Press.